You open your eyes and find yourself floating weightlessly inside a spaceship. Outside the window, a glowing red planet looms closer. You tighten your seatbelt as the onboard speakers crackle to life. Welcome to Mars. Please disable flight mode, remain calm, and whatever you do, do not open the windows, unless you'd like a one-way ticket to deep space. You swallow hard. Never in your life did you think you'd leave Earth, yet here you are, about to step onto a planet with no oxygen, no water, no Wi-Fi, and definitely no 24/7 convenience stores. And the mastermind behind this insane plan? None other than Elon Musk, the tech mogul who gave us Tesla, launched satellites with SpaceX, and now he wants to turn you into a full-time Martian resident? But wait, can we actually live there? Or is this just a one-way trip with no return ticket? What's really waiting for us on the red planet? Let's dive in and find out. If there's one person on Earth crazy enough to turn the impossible into reality, it's Elon Musk. This billionaire refuses to just chill and enjoy life on our blue planet. No, he's dead set on packing up humanity and moving the whole species to Mars. Tesla? Just a warm-up. SpaceX ? Just the second warm-up. His ultimate goal? To make humans a multi-planetary species. Basically, Earth is getting boring. Let's switch things up and move to Mars. To Musk, Mars isn't just a barren, lifeless rock. It's prime real estate for the greatest sci-fi dream in human history. And he's got the blueprint ready. Fly there on Starship, build massive greenhouse domes to grow potatoes like in The Martian, and slowly transform Mars into Earth 2.0. But hold on, could it really be that easy? Because if you factor in deadly radiation, apocalyptic dust storms, and temperatures cold enough to freeze your soul, we're talking about a place where surviving even one day would be worthy of a victory party. So, how do we not burn up while blasting into space at over 24,600 miles per hour? Don't worry, Elon Musk has a plan. Enter Starship, a massive spacecraft that looks like an oversized energy drink can, but is powerful enough to carry hundreds of people straight to Mars. It's designed to land as smoothly as a Hollywood movie, be reused multiple times, and might even turn into a space hotel. Sounds like science fiction, right? But with Musk, today's sci-fi could be tomorrow's trending reality. But wait, did anyone notice? The journey to Mars takes 7 months. Most of us can't handle a 2-hour flight without Wi-Fi, let alone nearly 200 days floating in space. No Netflix, no Starbucks, no Instagram. Are you mentally prepared for that? Should we start packing a deck of Uno, a PlayStation, or at the very least a few comic books to kill time? Jokes aside, this isn't just a long trip, it's a high-stakes mission. Once you board Starship, there's no turning back halfway. And the real question is, will we make it to Mars safely? Or will we end up as astronauts permanently stranded in deep space? The challenges of Mars, it's not all sunshine and rainbows. Congratulations. After 7 months drifting through space, you've finally landed on Mars. You eagerly open the spaceship door, ready to take in the fresh Martian air, and oh no. The atmosphere is thinner than a badly brewed cup of coffee. The temperature feels like you just stepped into a walk-in freezer, and worst of all, there's no boba tea. But hold on, that's just the beginning of the survival challenges you're about to face. First things first, you can't just breathe like you do on Earth. Mars' atmosphere is mostly carbon dioxide, not oxygen. So if you forget your helmet, well, let's just say your adventure will have a very sci-fi ending, and not the good kind. On top of that, the temperature swings are brutal. Daytime might be a manageable 68 degrees Fahrenheit, 20 degrees Celsius, but at night, it plummets to negative 76 degrees Fahrenheit, negative 60 degrees Celsius, cold enough to turn you into a human popsicle. And if you think throwing on a thicker jacket will solve the problem, think again. There are no winter clothing stores on Mars, and that's not even the worst part. As if things weren't bad enough, Mars' radiation levels are off the charts. Without an ozone layer like Earth's, you'll be soaking up harmful cosmic rays 24/7. And if that's not terrifying enough, food and water will be a daily struggle. Forget about ordering takeout. There's no Uber Eats, no Walmart, and definitely no McDonald's. Want to survive? You'll have to grow your own food, extract water from underground ice, and pray you don't become so vitamin-deprived that you start hallucinating fried chicken floating in the air. But the real nightmare? The isolation. Imagine living in a place with no Facebook, no TikTok, no YouTube, not even a single juicy drama to keep up with. Your only company? dust, rocks, and a handful of crewmates who are just as stuck as you are. And if you're the type who loves posting selfies, sorry, but snapping the same dusty red landscape over and over again won't exactly boost your follower count. Elon Musk doesn't just want to send humans to Mars, he wants to make it livable. And his first big idea? Detonating nuclear bombs in Mars's atmosphere. Wait, is this a serious plan or the plot of a Hollywood blockbuster? Before you freak out, hear this. The theory actually makes some sense. The explosions could melt the polar ice caps, releasing CO2 into the air, triggering a greenhouse effect, and warming up the planet enough to make it more Earth-like. Sounds crazy? Absolutely. Could it work? Well, that's still up for debate. If bombing Mars into paradise sounds a little extreme, don't worry. SpaceX is also working on more practical solutions. One of them is building massive enclosed habitats. Think giant domes straight out of a sci-fi movie, where humans could breathe artificial air and live somewhat normal lives. Since Mars has frozen water underground, we could extract and turn ice into drinkable water, maybe even use it to grow food. And of course, since shipping gas to Mars for refueling would be outrageously expensive, solar power would be the only logical way to generate energy for future settlements. Sounds promising, right? But for now, it's all just theory. We're still a long way from opening the first Starbucks on Mars. Can we actually live on Mars forever? Let's say Elon Musk's grand vision becomes a reality. We've got domed cities, drinkable water, solar energy, and even homegrown potatoes straight out of the Martian. But the real question is, would anyone actually want to live there permanently? Or is this just a one-time space adventure before heading back to the comforts of Earth? Imagine a life with no Netflix, no Starbucks, no Uber Eats, and, most importantly, no breathable air. You'd have to live in a sealed dome, and every time you step outside, you'd need a full astronaut suit just to survive. And if you're a social media addict? Sorry, but internet speeds on Mars might be so slow that you send a message today and get a reply next week. There are still countless challenges ahead. From survival to mental resilience, from food to internet, everything needs to be figured out. Mars isn't a paradise, at least not for the next few hundred years. But who knows? Maybe one day we'll have Martian cities, restaurants serving zero-gravity burgers, and even refueling stations for deeper space exploration. So now, the big question. Would you dare book a one-way ticket to Mars and start your new life as a full-fledged Martian citizen? Or would you rather stay on Earth, enjoy your cozy bed, high-speed Wi-Fi, and get a hot pizza delivered with just one click? Comment below. Are you the type to pack your bags, hop on Starship, and yell, "Mars, here I come"? Or would you rather kick back with a bubble tea and binge-watch The Red Planet, Paradise or Hell on Netflix? Like, if you found this video fascinating, share to get your friends in on the debate and subscribe for more mind-blowing space adventures. Because who knows? A few years from now, we might be making a video titled, "Life on Mars After 10 Years? Was it worth leaving Earth?"